Alright, so I made the exact same mistake I made last time where I forgot to eat after I got back from my appointment. So, in order to prevent my body from shutting down like last time, I have here a plate of chicken nuggets that I will be noshing on intermittently throughout the game. Whenever I feel like I can get away with it. There's also a lot of talking and reading. So I don't want to be eating at those points, but I also don't want to, like, pass out. I don't think I'm gonna pass out, but boy, oh boy, I need to remember to eat before this. I don't know what goes through my head where my brain just doesn't tell me to eat food. I'm just like, oh, it's fine. All right, yeah. 2 days to the next mission chunk. Who are we hanging out with? Nobody? I guess we're working on some kind of social stat. What do I need? Eloquence, tolerance, and wisdom are still only 3. I guess I should focus on tolerance since it seems to be the lowest. Again, I think I mentioned, I don't fully understand how the points work. Like, sometimes it's like, tuk, 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 and then sometimes it just, like, rockets up. And, I sure would like for it to rocket up on tolerance. Is there anywhere I can work on my tolerance? I'm looking for the tolerance icon.
Let's head there right away.
I see the tolerance icon. Is it you? What is this?
Hello
What do you
there.
have for me? Hi there. Do you have a moment to talk? I think you'll find it to your benefit. My benefit?
Yes.
Yes, it's about my staff. It's a divine relic which has been passed down through generations of chiefs, though to describe its power is a challenge. You've met fortune tellers who can predict the weather in other cities, haven't you? They're descended from a priestly lineage, and I share the same power. In addition, if I use the staff to pray, I'm not yet certain, but I believe I could clear up stormy weather. Once a day, that is. Oh.
What?
Clear up stormy weather? Would that extend to making places that are way too hot colder? That's right. Although, again, I've not tested this power extensively. That's why I'd like to use it to aid you, if I can. Let us push its limits together. Does it take a toll on you? It is indeed a resounding force, and is rather taxing. As such, I would hope you will compensate me accordingly. I'm not certain how well it'll work, so I won't require payment for the first time. But next time, I'd like an almighty golden stew, or 20 marbled bluefin tunas. Okay. It's sunny for 3 days. Oh my god, this is... So I should've... Okay, we're good. No, it's fine. You can only change the weather for one location at a time. It's about a dungeon you want to visit. This is literally exactly what the issue I was having last time. That's so funny. You will gain more experience in battles fought during inclement weather. Yeah. Almighty Golden Stew is Yufa's specialty dish. I do have one of those, like right now. Oh, gonna miss her cooking, huh? Well, we could probably get a lot more out of our travels with power like his on our side.
What will you do?
Okay, well, with that in mind, I guess I could go do that one quest. Right here, let me take a look. Too hasty. There does come a time when you find my power useful. Speak with me again. You shall have my aid if you ask it of me. Oh my god, the way he talks is hard for me to talk. I think I have one quest that isn't like story related. It's this one. So this is the main mission. This is Moore's thing. Only need 5 more, which is cool. I need 5 more because his name is Moore. And the Nurse's relics. Okay, so yeah, it's this. It's the Spire of Blind Faith, and it is forever bad weather. But I could fix that. But should I? Or should I go to my original plan of just like working on my tolerance? Let's see, is it?
Oh.
I have heard about your group from the chief. He said you were trustworthy. We'll do this for today, because I'm already here. However, I can only place my trust in those who possess a certain wisdom. What do you know of the history of this island? I mean... I'm gonna say, I think so, yeah? You must know about the previous chief and priestess, yes? Whatever tidbits you may have heard elsewhere, do not tell the full story. I am more than willing to properly educate you if you have a moment. Mustari history lesson, huh? You know, we might be able to better support those who are disadvantaged if we take time to learn about the culture. Interaction with cultures, different cultures and points of view might raise my tolerance. I would like to listen. A wise decision. Then let us find somewhere quiet to talk.
I shall tell you.
Lady Yufa is a priestess and a direct descendant of the previous chief. However, what makes her unique is that there has not been a priestess born from the chief's bloodline in 100 years.
What?
What do you mean? Were the other priestesses? Oh god, my sock. Ah! There we go. Give me a second, I'm gonna scooch in here. Yeah. Better. What do you mean? Were the other priestesses before Lady Yufa chosen from different families then? Precisely. So long as the successor has a high aptitude for magic, the lineage of the chosen priestess matters little. It would be a problem for such a sacred lineage to end simply due to a break in bloodline. There are always several potential candidates from across the island. That continuity of bloodline is what makes Lady Yufa so special. I cannot blame the populace for seeing her through a lens of divinity. I feel like that's a bit harsh. I see.
Well,
I didn't realize what a heavy burden she was carrying. Lady Yufa ought to know better than anyone how important it is that she fulfill her destiny.
That is...
10 years ago, the dragon god began to grow restless. Lady Yufa had already been made priestess, though she was only a child. And her parents, who were the previous chief and priestess, went on ahead to the temple.
Yeah.
They lost their lives there, didn't they? You presume correctly. In retrospect, it was around this time that Lady Yufa became more and more taken with the notion of sacrificing herself. The fate of the previous chief left us grief-stricken. I have no doubt that of the immense trauma inflicted upon Chief Edeni and Lady Yufa as a result. Thus, the two of them made their respective decisions, and that brings us to the present. I learned about Yufa and Edeni's parents. From learning about the island's complex circumstances, I feel like my tolerance has improved.
all right.
But how much is the question? Not too bad.
Thank you.
Well then, does this knowledge at all change your perception of the island? Let us speak again, if you so choose. Time I got back to the others. God, I love the freaking... I say this every time, but I love the music on the island. It's so good. I must demonstrate my resolve. Well... I mean, yeah. He's Heisme. How could I not? He is, and I've said before, so goddamned cool. Hey, buddy. Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? I have something I should like to ask your advice about. I cannot help but pity the children of my declining village.
That's why.
You have a way of thinking that often surprises me. What would you have me say to them? A new age is dawning. Use my overflowing imagination to come up with something that will give the villagers hope.
I see.
A new age is dawning. Oh, you mean a new king? Indeed, a new king will be a momentous occasion. Not even that village could avoid being swept into the tides of change. Yes, I can see our approach now. We unveil you to them as the king-to-be. I'm fucking sorry. Google, help me. Oh god, I have to...
Grandiloquence.
Grandiloquence. Oh god, I can't pronounce that even after hearing it. Oh, it's also... The description is also in French. Oh, good. What, why is the definition in French? Google, why are you doing this to me? Grandiloquence. Oh, God. Translate the definition.
Grandiloquence.
Grandiloquence, that's better. A lofty, extravagantly colorful, pompous or bombastic style, manner or quality, especially in language. Okay. My grandiloquence will not sway them alone, is what he said. No, you need my grandiloquence.
Great.
Very well then. If you have the time, would you travel to the village with me right now? Yes, I will, because you're cool. I hope I can make the people of the village understand. Are we set out then? Oh god, I ruined everything. I need to, like, better situate my entire keyboard, like, or my desk. Everything is very poorly placed. As the light waned, we took a carriage to Heisme's village once more. I have heard you found the urn. Truly, I am sorry. The villagers have caused you no end of trouble. It's nothing you need to worry about. Rather, I thank you for helping me come to grips with my departure.
Everyone!
People of this village, you hide, but I know you yet listen. I am not here to blame you for the matter with my son. I want to speak to all of you, so that we can change the future of this village together.
Look!
Look around you. Look at what our village has become. Cut off from trade, our goods slow to circulate, and our people more destitute by the day. Oh well, you say. We are you, chiefs. Nothing to be done about it. You endure this hardship without even trying to move beyond it. That is sloth, pure and simple.
Can't you see?
We elders, perhaps the future means little to us. Perhaps we struggle to fight for change we will never see. But what of our children? You would force your village's children to bear its dreadful legacy? To be doomed to the same neglect and avoidance. Don't talk like you know us.
Don't you get it?
Isolated though we are, we can survive with what we have, and the children are happy enough.
Wrong.
Happy? Their only birthright is a cage. The children have no choice but to live and die here. Can you deny it? They could not choose where they were born, and now they have no choice in their future. And you, their guardians and teachers, you would keep it that way. Just shut up! What would an outsider know?
No.
He is not an outsider. Heisme is one of us. I don't know when it happened, but we've stopped chasing hope. We've grown complacent, clinging to the idea that it's wiser to accept hardship than to resist it. But was that truly for the best? Surely, in times long ago, did we not strive towards something? Please, everyone, come here and let us speak. Won't make a difference now, whatever you do. There's prejudice out beyond our walls, and it's strong. The people of other lands won't accept us. Things can change.
Listen.
I believe that can change. It has to, for the children's sake.
Say.
I understand your fear. Walking the land as a Ujif, I have suffered what seemed no end of hatred, prejudice, and bloodshed. But this country will change. It's already underway. The one responsible stands before you now. This is my friend Sky, and he will change this country. A new era is coming. A new future where people of all origins and tribes can join together.
What?
A new era is coming?
But
And when it does, what will this village do? Will you close your doors to hope, resist change, and so wither? The world is changing, and we must change with it. Yes, it will be a long struggle. Yes, we will waver, and we will suffer.
that's life.
But beyond that pain, beyond, we will find a better tomorrow. A future where our lives' courses are ours to decide. A birthright of hope for every Ujif child. This is actually... It's getting me a little bit... I feel inspired. Goddamn, Haizme. Our children could live however they wish?
Surely.
Sky, and we who follow him, will light our way forward. And if you live and strive with hope in your heart, then a better future is within your grasp. Nobody can decide our way of life but ourselves.
Heisman.
Thank you. I think you really got through to them. Of course, I don't think things will change that easily. That's why we must weave our new hope, one step at a time. We support you. We hope nothing but the best for your village. We won't let you down. I hope one day this will be a home to be proud of. And in return, let us prepare the Hilltop Cemetery right away. It's time I took responsibility. At the least, I can ensure your son will have the peace he deserves.
No.
I appreciate it, but that's no longer necessary. I've thought long about how to properly send off my son, and now I finally have my answer. This voyage has been more than enough time to face my boy's death, and were I alone, I would have lost myself.
Oh.
A tiny voice, young words in old air, skyward it lilts, clouds parted in passing, and soon breath becomes zephyr, and sweet wind alights upon well-trod earth. Jesus Christ! Fucking poetry from Heisme, holy shit.
Thank you.
I would not be here without you at my side. Thank you. I can sense the strong determination and firm trust in Heisme's eyes, now clear of hesitation. Dude, I love him so much. He's so cool. The aloof hermit Heisme, keeper and inheritor of the thief's virtues.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
There is yet hope on the horizon.
The ninja! Hell yeah. There is no sense waiting for the winds to change. New breezes are ever blowing in lands beyond anything we have ever known.
We shall.
Let's go, Sky. Heisme and I headed back to town. All of these, like, there is yet to be a single one of these like bonds, social links, non-social links that I like have even anything less than like genuine enjoyment of. Like, I love them all. Like, obviously some are better than others. I think Heisme and Maria are definitely at the top for sure. I feel like I've gotten more support from the villagers in Heisme's hometown thanks to Heisme's trust in me. Yeah. We hit single digits though. That's pretty huge.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
The rank seems to be story locked though, which is fair.
About the currents.
Nerissa's lance will be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too. We should be able to set off for Altabury soon. Considering Fidelio's still on the mend, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out? An excellent suggestion. We should repay those who have done so much for us. It wouldn't hurt to have their support in the future, after all.
I too will.
I shall accompany you in this. I shall accompany you. Period. in this, I am quite sure that I will be most useful. You're always useful. You're great. So, this is our last day on the island.
So?
We need to spend tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow. So if there's something you wanted to do, let's get it done during the day. Got it? Well, I see Yufa, so that's pretty much decided. And I just want to double check. This request
What now?
does not have a time limit. So, like, I'm not going to get punished for not going right now. No deadline. We're good. I'll do it. I will do it, but not this exact moment. Okay, Yufa.
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Altabury all the same. I have a favor to ask of you, Sky. Would you accompany me to the church in Brylehaven? The church just gave me a strange feeling, and I've been thinking about the promise I made to Ovi. Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
that place was sus AF. Thank you so much. I honestly hope I'm just imagining things, but I feel we should make sure everything is okay. Let's go. Damn it. I really need to like figure this shit out. Get like a better spot. I don't know. I got some work to do. Ovi wasn't at the church, but I thought I could hear her presence. Of course, maybe it was just my imagination.
What is it?
Oh, there's a back door here. If we just...
This is the place.
Sky, I can feel Magla coming from behind this door, and it's not good. Let's take a look.
All right.
Well, let's go take a look.
That's surely right.
Yes, if we're careful. Now, I'm going to open this door.
Dear God.
Please help Mama and all the rest of the sick people. I thought she was going to say. If you do, I promise to always pray a whole lot and be a good girl. Oh, stop.
Close your eye.
Those voices.
Oh!
Yufa, Sky! What are you doing down here in this basement? This is a sick room, you realize, for Ovi's mother and the others who are ailing. Ovi? They are faithful adherents, afflicted with an illness we cannot identify. We've even requested a skilled healer, but to no avail. Those afflicted are prone to violence, as though they are not themselves, so we had to contain them here. That's right, Mama and everybody got, possessed by something evil. That's why I go to church every day and pray for a really long time. And if I pray under the church, God will hear me faster, right? What about other treatments? Are there no other means of treating them? This illness appears to only affect the followers of Sanctism, so it... excuse me. So it must be the doings of the devil. Therefore, we must continue offering our prayers unto God. The only path to triumphing over malady is the path of profound faith.
But then...
But something's not right here. That smell I've been faintly sensing. I can see it now.
I won't.
This place is filled with stagnant magla, probably because far too many intense feelings are concentrated in one place. Like with the Dragon God?
About that.
You mean this is the same situation as in the Dragon God's temple? I don't mean to deny Sanctism, but I simply cannot believe any of this can be resolved through prayer alone. There was a time in my hometown when our misguided prayers caused our God to become a calamity upon us. The Magla here reminds me of what I felt back then, good intentions twisted by blind faith. I think continuing to pray so much may only serve to worsen the illness. Still your heretical tongue, pagan. Our prayers shall be heard. Listen to her.
Come on.
Yufa can see what you can't. You should listen to her. Sky.
Silence.
You're nothing more than a heathen. What could you possibly know? Ooh, mask off. Mask off. Oh, Mama!
Leave this place!
Pain is only worsened by blasphemers who dare speak against God in this holy church. Leave here at once.
Shame to admit, but
There are times when prayer is a comfort, like during times of illness. But to rely on it as your only means of succor? I can't imagine it.
if we do nothing,
Just think, that distorted Magla, born aloft on so many blindly zealous prayer, so many— oh my god, that wasn't a typo, that was a speako. That was me, that was my brain did a bad. Born aloft on so much blindly zealous prayer, if it spreads, the whole town will be in danger. Yeah, we gotta do something. I think we need to take action.
that's surely right.
Yes, we can't let the disaster that happened in Etria repeat itself. And more than anything, I refuse to allow a young child who loves her mother so much to go through what I did. I added a piece. I and many other islanders were devoted to a doctrine which marched my parents into an early grave. My heart still bleeds from that loss. Even if they scorn me as a pagan, I'm going to do the best I can, just like when you helped me, Sky. I can sense Yufa's earnestness and her deep trust in me.
It is as it was when you ended the calamity on the island. Be that as it may,
However, if we try to persuade them now, they will only dig in their heels all the harder. Let's leave and come back when calm has been restored. Turn to the group with Yufa. I'm staring at this plate of chicken nuggets right now. I'm like waiting for like a story section where they're talking, so I could just.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
I'm gonna mute my mic so there's not chewing sounds though.
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just the twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
Are you sure? Because I remember once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you don't worry too much. Come on, I'm starving.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know.
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
Hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
I mean, if we do that, we'd have to tell them about the teleporter, right?
Huh. Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh? But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not fully convinced they're like unreachable at this point.
What if now? What if instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
Yeah, 100%, yes. No problem.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
I called you too soft, but now that it's working out for me, I like it.
Let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Sharpish. I really like that word. Sharpish.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
And then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
There she is.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you Saint Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking?
You're not joking.
Why is she here?
I called for her, and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
I'm kind of a big deal, is what she just said.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
Oh yeah, they're sisters. I literally forgot about that until I literally forgot they were sisters.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
But I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look. Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Do you have like a spiritual injury?
Where's that coming from?
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right?
Can't cure death.
For now,
It's true.
let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Hey, sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
What an incredibly scientific medical test. Like, yeah, just run down the street and back. If you're good, you're good.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Those two are really
Thanks,
growing
Rella.
on me, I'm not gonna lie.
When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock.
9th place, baby.
Are you intending to confront Luis?
That's the thing. Like, now that we have the lance that could potentially hurt him, I want to say yes, but like, I think we're still working on that.
I can't say right now.
Well, I guess you don't really have to.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what. I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis. As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, The king's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm. And they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop. I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight...
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Was that why the battle with Gladell?
Or no, I was thinking of the... What, like, if that's the case, then what about the, that one guy? That one dickhead who, like, attacked us? I guess... I don't know. I'm overthinking it.
Say the King's Shield is not perfect.
Can't remember his name.
And Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over.
Also, we have the cheating lance.
I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
Understood.
Yes, understood.
I'm not gonna say I'll protect Juna. She's just as capable as the rest of us.
And please, look after
Then
Juna.
again, yeah, that's her sister. Fair enough.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it, you haven't won yet.
That is adorable.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
Yes, crazy kids. We sent Rella back to Grand Trad with teleportation magic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers, who were fortunately too winded to notice. Dabook.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you? Been meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head buried in one.
Are we gonna share a page with the brothers? Golly gosh, I hope so.
Doesn't Lord Luis
Good save.
have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
That's how you know they're good guys. Is only good guys get to share a moment where we read a page of the book with them.
In this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
Yeah, there's a pole vaulter, chef, painter. Oh, that's...
Huh. Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember? Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, then. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced.
It's,
You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too. At the end of the day, dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del.
You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan.
We could invite Lady Juna over.
Host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
I really like this guy. Like, even Fidelio's kind of growing on me, but this guy, Basilio's He's great. I love how he thinks.
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Time marches on, and the age of
Maybe.
the new king draws
But
nearer.
a dream can be the start of something more. That was my attempt to be philosophical.
Now then.
Did it work? I don't think it worked. Well then, we'll be departing today. But what's this I hear about a festival on the island? The islanders all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wish us a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the deadline even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue... This game has such an incredible job, is so good at making me think that shit. That right there, like that voice, I think it's coming from over there. Like, out there. Game, please do me a favor and keep your noises within yourself. Sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial... Oh my god. I cannot finish this fucking sentence for some reason. Is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvelous? And who will our dear captain pray with tonight, I wonder? Heisme. If it's one of those, I know Atlas really likes to do those little one-on-one moments, and if it lets me pick any of my party members, we all know him with Heisme. Like, he's so cool. With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down. Cool.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
I still don't see how this is gonna work out. There's no way he doesn't see through a fucking fake. That's ridiculous.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better. And we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
Jesus.
What?
Who knows what really happened there?
That's fucked.
Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar. and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? Makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor, anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side.
Well, so much for now,
I'll
bias.
do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Alright, see you later. He just ran off. That was really funny.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats.
Treats?
And those are?
What? Those actually, I'm gonna be honest, those look really good. Just like big fruits.
Dragon tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric.
I was just thinking that, like, is there, I don't know, are there bugs in it? She's the fan of food of the insect variety.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
Look at she's going in on that fruit. The juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Oh dear.
Quite.
Oh dear.
Right.
Ah. I see.
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
Something tells me these fruits are a bit on the fermented side.
But he's crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old times, old long times ago people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Oh my god.
Ha. Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state.
Glad I passed.
Phew. Finally back to normal.
Oh, we don't get to see.
That sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining.
We don't get to see drunk protagonist Kun.
Oh, and did you hear?
That's disappointing.
The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
Sure. We certainly have plenty of time. This is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite?
Have you decided on someone?
Aw, yeah. I mean, I kind of said this literally at the beginning. My boy. The gentle rhythm of the waves produces a most soothing sound, a far cry from the noise and pomp of the feast. My apologies. My nose has been running since earlier, for whatever reason. My eyes feel unusually sore as well. He was bawling. After we partook in that dish, what was it? The dragon's tear? My memories become quite hazy from that point. Could you help me recall what happened next? You cried.
Well, sure.
You poured your heart out through your tears.
I see.
I thought as much. It appears as though I've embarrassed myself in front of you. I cannot deny I enjoy a good drink more than most. I have made a habit of carrying a bottle with me. Consequently, I did not think it possible for me to lose myself in a single serving.
Oh,
It may be safe to assume that the fruit was what inspired our minds to become so liberated. Alcohol doesn't hold a candle to it. I must politely refuse any further helpings, but I wouldn't say no to sitting down with you for a drink at some point. Of course, only once you have a few more years behind you, and are capable of appreciating a fine drink's flavor. So that is the famed Pillar of Fire. As I understand it, if we're to make our wishes a reality, all we need do is write them down on paper and cast them into the blaze. I'm not the type to beg for the gods' favor, but it would be rude to disrespect our host's beliefs, so I'll partake in the ritual. That should be it. Next, we are to offer a prayer to the dragon god. Surely we are not offering prayers to that human we subdued, are we? Once is fine, but let's not make a habit of showering devotion upon our foes, yes? Yeah, I don't think that's not quite...
No.
I don't think that's quite accurate.
Indeed.
Right, the prayers are offered to the original dragon god. I wonder if this island's deity would extend its protections to us as well.
But...
Upon further thought, perhaps we shouldn't address our wishes to the dragon god, whom we have only the most tenuous of connections with. Our wishes should belong to us alone. We already know of a power that is always at our side and provides us with strength. Yes, we should offer our wishes to our archetypes.
Oh.
Perhaps I am just intoxicated by the merging of sea and flame. I feel as though my soul has been laid bare and the blemishes upon it have been corrected. The true benefit of these festivals is the introspection they inspire in their quietest moments, I think. Oh, I had almost forgotten, but I have a gift for you. I polished an old sword of mine. I believe you may be able to make masterful use of it now. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Haizme. I found purpose in serving as your blade, but there may be a time when I am unable to assist you. In those moments, I hope that my sword may offer you protection in my stead. It's not an overly sentimental idea, is it? Perhaps the influence of the dragon's tear yet clouds my mind. After receiving Haizme's gift, we return to the others. Oh wow, like an actual... Cool. Silence, also. It was silence. I wonder if it inflicts, like, mute or something. Or I guess forget would be the equivalent.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
Was it like their dad or something? The like Parapus that went crazy and attacked people?
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like
a relative
their
at the
heart
very
was
least.
breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
Come on, Fidelio.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was.
Fidelio!
There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
She's good. She is good.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the
Oh,
king's
he's...
magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves.
Shit.
And Lady Juna was right there with them.
He saw it. Fuck.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs. And I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You've got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
So tonight's our last night on the island.
So?
Tomorrow's the big day, so let's make sure we're plenty rested. Alright, I don't even want to talk to you. When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making the journey to Altabury with hope in our hearts. Let the waves rock us then. We will prepare ourselves for the trials to come. I hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down.
Well,
I just hope we can get out of here without being attacked.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well, Sky, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother, and will miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
I cannot have my stomach grumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. And the trouble is finding a food that will not spoil. Good luck with that.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new
I really don't know how this is gonna play out. Like, I don't know if we're gonna have to fight the brothers. I don't know. Like, part of me thinks that maybe, like, Basilio will join us, and we'll have to fight Del. That would break my heart. I hope that's not gonna happen. Maybe both of them join us eventually. That's best case scenario, because I like them both, and I want them to, like. I don't like it. I want them to. They know what is right. They figured it out. They just can't. The last thing I want, though, is for them to, like, have to fight each other. I do not want that. I must say, I'm sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brylehaven. And Martira, a new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Oh, wow, you really are taking this hard. Well, when you've said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner. I really like that. I might actually use that fucking quote. A few days is thrice as many meals.
Okay then.
That's really good. You ready? Everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner. Alright, I mean, is there anything I want to buy? Is there anything I want to buy, though?
Alright then.
I don't think so. Here, let me grab my stuff at the Rock.
Well now, what are we on about?
I'd like to see the Rock, please. Get my mag.
Let's see.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess it has been a while since I checked the rock, so.
All right then.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good on equipment, items. I guess I could check items. Where's the item shop? Is there an item shop? I guess I haven't been there yet. I think it's down here. Have I really not visited the item shop in this, on the island? That is surprising to me. Just make sure I have enough, like, revive-y and healing stuff.
Now then.
Also, apparently I had a crap ton to sell. Crazy. Wait, do I have anything to appraise? I don't. Revival medicines. We'll top off at, we'll keep 30. Just, you know, just have a nice big stockpile. And then, you know what? I'm gonna grab, like, have 10 of each of these at any given time. Because that is the last thing I want, is to run out of, like, the ailment recoveries. Because that sucks. And then, those... Okay. 100 HP to all allies? Sure. Grab, oh, those are expensive. Oh, yikes. We'll grab 6 of those. There we go. I feel nice and equipped now.
All right then.
To the runner.
Go.
Also, I'm gonna grab a bite of nut.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan.
I don't know about that, Stroll. I don't know if we're as alone as we think we are.
As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all.
Boy, I sure am glad he's saying all this out loud.
He doesn't know
and that the brothers are unaccounted for. This is great.
Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Visually, sure, but like I'm telling you, there's no way he's not gonna notice the difference in the magic.
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Like one of these two lances has a fucking dragon in it. The other one does not have a fucking dragon in it.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties!
Alright, she might be my favorite character. She's a goofball. I kind of suspected she was a goofball. She's now officially a goofball, and she may be right up there as my favorite. I think Heisme is still at the top, but she's like just right there. It is neck and neck.
What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors?
Oh, she's great.
Mr. Buckland was very specific.
Aye, aye, me heart. Alright, I gotta do it again.
Aye, aye, me hearties.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back with some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
This is Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
I like the red trees. It's like autumn over here. I wonder if that's like because of it, this like the time of year, or if that's just how they look over here. I mean, I guess yeah, it's just the trees are red over here. It's cool. I like it. This place was incredible. That was like the best visually.
This place here.
Yeah, let's go. Here's Altaberry Heights. It's quite a ways. Think we'll make it in time? Without a problem. This fine wind will have us making landfall by the morrow. So the whole trip should be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. So I'll only have to endure 1 day of being rocked sick. Now there's a grim face if ever I saw one. Captain, for Stroll's sake, let us make haste.
Ha! Tally-ho then.
Full speed ahead to Altaberry Heights, capital of Montario. Take care you don't tumble overboard now. Chip, chip,
With a new
cheery,
ally
pip,
in
pip.
tow,
Well,
the Gauntlet
I
Runner
fucked that
at
up.
last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
Two more days till we reach Altaberry, I think. Well, at least on this journey, we don't have to worry about that sea monster anymore. Oh, Gallica, why did you have to say that? Now you have guaranteed there's going to be a second sea monster. What have you done? Alright, well, I can hang out with, where's the fake lance? It's Dracodios, or at least a replica of it. It's completely indistinguishable from the real one, visually. Perhaps we should give it Luis this one and use the real lance against him. I mean, yeah, that is the plan. Let's make a food. Goldfish. Can we make this? That. Yeah, let's make the Amber Stew. Increases physical attack power 1 time for all. Oh, it's like charge. Cool. And this is like concentrate. Cool. Yeah.
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her.
Actually,
I discussed this with my brother before leaving the island, but is it not amazing how many different cuisines the world has to offer? The pantry is filled with ingredients I've never seen before, and there are even varieties of medicinal herbs. If we combine such herbs with my island's specialties, I'm sure it will make a wonderful dish. I started preparing the food with Yufa.
may I?
Some of these herbs are bitter, but mixing them together makes them even more palatable. Do be careful with this one, though. It's extremely bitter. Now we must simmer them for a bit. This is where things truly start to take shape. Ndu, Yoni. It's an incantation to make it tastier. Come on, say it with me. Ndu, Yoni. Wow, the stew we made has an intense, lingering aroma.
What this is?
It's the Mustari tribe's secret Amber Stew. One bite and you will feel power well up inside you. Nice. Free cooking. Stroll for courage. Here's the thing, like, courage and, Okay, wisdom. She increases wisdom. Oh yeah, and we can play tactic game. That's still my favorite thing. Come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Yeah. Let's see if I don't fuck it up this time. Like, I think I'm pretty sure if you pick the right thing, you get a bigger increase. So let's try not to fuck it up, shall we?
You see?
The game possesses a wide menagerie of pieces, each defined by unique strengths and weaknesses. Allow me to demonstrate. Alright. Gotta actually, Hulkenberg activated a unit with a magic igniter. My piece, a foot soldier, was unable to retaliate and was defeated. Magic's reach extends further than the blade of a sword. Pieces carelessly placed are destined to meet a hasty and ignoble end.
What should we do?
Imagine a situation in which your opponent deploys an entire squadron of magic igniter users. What units would you send to meet them? My archery unit.
That means...
My archers can engage them from afar.
Tis true.
Those can match the range of an igniter, but 'twill be a war of attrition, as your own forces will surely suffer heavy losses, even if they are victorious in the end. Perhaps. You know, it's probably the cavalry. Horses can get in there quick. Maybe, I don't know. Not the wisest move.
Alright.
I got a little wisdom, though. Little itty-bitty wisdom.
Well then.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with each of your soldiers' aptitudes, it is time you made your next move. Hulkenberg and I dueled on the board for a while. She trounced me
the Gauntlet Runner arrives
with such severity.
Shade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Indeed.
We should reach the city the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Altabury. Okay. Can increase imagination. Oh, red bug? Dream Eater moth. Interesting. Let's hang out with Yufa.
Pardon me, but...
Oh, Sky. Are you free at the moment? I just finished meditating and I'd like to talk with you for a bit, if you don't mind. I do not mind. Let us recall the past and plan for the future. Shall we? I've only heard about the outside world from imported books and my brother's stories. I can't believe that starting today I will travel those lands myself. I never would have had the confidence to attempt such a venture on my own. I am truly glad to have met you and everyone else, Sky. Welcome to the team.
Nice to meet you.
Once again, welcome to the team.
Yes, of course.
I know I lack experience, but I want only to contribute to this effort. I am grateful for your guidance and encouragement. Speaking of which, Juna graciously gave me some advice about trips such as this one. Oh no. She said, make sure you keep one eye on your wallet whenever you're in a town, and never ever ever follow a stranger somewhere. Okay, those are actually good tips. Juna's kindness truly knows no end. I feel quite lucky to go on a trip with so many people watching over me. Oh, that reminds me, I meant to ask you, what were things like when you began this journey, Sky? I must admit, I am somewhat curious about the place where your mission began. It is my hope that one day, when this is all over, that I may visit it. I felt my imagination grow as Yufa and I discussed the possibilities ahead of us.
Alright.
Whoa! That's a big increase, despite, and yet, not really. I got like 10 coins, but I don't get it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was having so much fun talking to you, the time escaped me. Is it alright if we continue? Of course. Let us talk through the night. Yufa and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now have stand among the mountains. What? I can read, I swear. We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altabury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage for our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high. We're now traveling aground, which is nice. There's some tall mountains on the horizon.
So?
Let's make sure all our preparations are complete by tomorrow night. Courage. I don't need courage right now. Courage and imagination are like the two things we don't need right now. I mean, we'll need them eventually, but they're at a 4. Okay. Where is... Obviously, we could read a book. Where's, Hulkenberg. That's her name. Oh. Hulkenberg, I want to play chess with you. Where are you at? Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard. I should stay away from them. Fair enough. Anybody up here? No. This is cool, though. Oh, Juna's on the deck. Oh, there they are. Dude, this is actually really cool, being able to, like, be up here and see fucking legs. Badass. Alright, how do I get out there? I can never remember, like, the structure of this device. Alright, so they don't wanna increase anything for me, so I guess we're reading a book. I'm surprised Yufa joining didn't add another book to the collection. Hey look, Yufa joining added more books to the collection. How to walk outside the island. This appears to be a Mustari-authored travelogue and guide of the lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa, and I've yet to start reading it. Mustari's guide to life outside the island. It must be tough for them. I wonder if this is gonna be tolerance. Read the book and may gain more tolerance. Perfect. Yeah. Travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Verga Island, told through the Mustari author's first-hand experience. It contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling, or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mustari people face living outside the island. Yufa must have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is nearly in tatters. Living in a totally foreign culture sounds so difficult, and yet this author and Yufa are jumping right into it. Seeing their willingness to embrace other cultures and values increased my tolerance.
All right.
Neat. Still more left to read. I'll read it later. Good stuff.
Look at this.
Ahoy! You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorado.
Oh man, is this gonna be
a
gorgeous?
So tremendous, it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Dude, these are so great.
Whoa.
Absolutely incredible. I have heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. Makes me want to scream. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into this distance.
On guard!
Damn boar face, not bone face. Damn boar face Sanctus Skellions!
What?
Yeah, oi, what's gotten into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's rather quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I am reminded of the time you were all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling. Oh my god, yes.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn!
Yes.
I feel you. I'm with you there. How amusing. I would like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out at all, and Oh, this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anybody else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off the cliff's edge and being filled with an unexplainable urge to scream has somehow broadened my wisdom.
Now then.
That was the best thing ever. Yo, wisdom.
Wisdom.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, fill thyself with the knowledge to discern truth from falsehood.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
As for me...
Oh, then I suppose it's old Nurse's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and... Oof, rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. That was so great.
The gauntlet runner stops amidst rocky terrain.
That was amazing.
Twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the gauntlet runner can provide.
Only got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Altabury, well, you know what's going to happen. Sure. Imagination. I could go take a bath? That's a thing, right? I got a bunch of those. I think I have a handful of those, like, bath things. Go do one of those. Usually soak in here should relieve fatigue and anxiety in my mind and body. Might even get some mag. Sure. Fuck! I pressed... I'm so mad right now. I get pissed. Cause like, I expect the text to show up and then I press X and then it brings up the options. No, it just does it. And so I'm pissed. I'm mad. I don't want to read it. I took a fucking bath. I took a lame-ass, empty-ass bath. And I'm mad about it. Not relaxing at all. I feel cheated. Ugh.
Time marches on.
Never taking a bath again. I'm never doing it again. Never. The bath has been ruined for me.
Tis nearly time.
It is only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracodios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
You just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, then look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. I mean, yes, that is how you lie. Thank you for the lying tutorial.
All right then.
Juna.
Got a sec?
This will be the last time we're able to relax for a while. Once we arrive, we'll be jumping right into it. I can't blame you for feeling nervous. After all, we know what's coming. Okay. I think I want to read the book. Read more of that book. Well, no, because now I have level 4 wisdom, so I should definitely read the book. Travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Verga Island, told through the Mistari author's first-hand experience. The section on Grand Trad contains a list of recommended shops to visit. The words "must go" are written in small letters next to some, presumably by Yufa. That's adorable. However, the author does advise against praying at restaurants in Grand Trad. Doing so will greatly increase the chances of being kicked out, apparently.
Now then.
Fucking rocket ship. I don't...
Tolerance.
One of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Alright,
Nura speaking.
This is Nurus. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Well, this sounds like a chipper place to stop and... Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Just look at it!
Whoa, these bridges are huge. It is an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. That makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey!
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. This land is tragic. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed, I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. I feel as though my wisdom has deepened after considering those who found their eternal rest here.
All right.
Hey!
Something wrong, Nurse? Your face has gone blue. Fucking asshole. What a dick.
That.
I got it. behind you, Nurse. I just saw... do refrain from doing that again. Things of this manner are not my forte. Why, Nurse, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're more of a gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Shall we make a quiet departure so as not to rouse the dead? I think we
That's my fault.
missed that chance entirely. I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off, and drew this with that in mind. I'll take this with me so I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Cutscene.
The seat of sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
Oh my god, Gauntlet Runner traffic. That's really funny, actually.
We're here at last.
We decided to present Luis with Dracodios, Lance of the Dragon God, aboard his Gauntlet Runner, the Charadrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the lance is fake. Surely he couldn't possibly notice that it's a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphazia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done. At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Fortin. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Charadrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
Why would you share this? Just to be an asshole? Just like...
What?
Just to be like, hey, in case you forgot, I'm a piece of shit. Like, there's literally no reason to say that. What a douche.
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves.
What a fucker.
Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Fortin dies. He
makes a good
sanctism
point.
itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course.
It's such a minor thing, but I can't. Her arm is currently clipping through her hair. I just want to point that out. It's fine. It's just really funny. Can't stop looking at it.
The rest is up to you.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation.
She's got that Kitty Pryde hair.
Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
It seems the land's passed muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
I guess so. I still don't buy it. Like, he is... Supposedly, he's like the archmage, super magic studier man. How the fuck? I just don't buy it.
Yufa?
But yeah.
Are you okay?
Sure, it passed muster so far.
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt?
Yeah, he had literally no reason to say that other than to just be a fucking monster.
I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Let's set up camp right here.
Here's as good as any spot to make camp.
Why? That's worse than staying in the runner.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it's said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Ugh.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Poor Gallica's freezing to death. Like, all right, great. Let's go. Let's find it.
Speaking of,
if it is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. 'Tis called Skyward Tavern. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
Certainly.
It was on Diafranco Street, if I'm not mistaken. We're so cold. At least Hulkenberg is in her element. Can we get going before we freeze, though? I guess so.
Well met, eh?
So... not much on this main street. At least not yet. I guess maybe that's just because... plot. Also, why am I not riding my sword?
What in the...
Hey, listen.
What is this icon again?
Don't miss your chance to sell now.
Ah, yeah. Told to buy your mag for a slightly higher price. Oh, that's right, because I got the, motive for collecting mag is, well, it's nothing decent, that much is certain. Hopefully it will be of use to you. Merchant markdown. That's awesome. What is the exchange rate again? Right, I'm selling a mag as opposed to buying it, right? Yeah. So I could get a bunch of money, but I won't, because mag is really good too. And then here's the, I imagine she's gonna be like, let's focus on finding an inn, hurry up, I'm cold. And she's not wrong.
Say there.
Look at this swing. I still am like ever so slightly disappointed I can't like do tricks. I really want to do tricks. I want to do like a flippy flip. But I can't do it.
Right.
I also love that I can just go upstairs with it.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Here's the rock.
You there?
New,
Hang on.
new points from the rock.
Let's see.
800. Not bad.
Yep.
Who'll take the crown now? You're not serious.
Oh my.
Flowers? Sounds interesting, but I'd rather grow food. Oh, you don't mince words, do you? But all well and good. I'd not sell my flowers to someone who wouldn't tend them. I sell not only beautiful flowers, but also special seeds. Perhaps some hero's jeweled root seed are more your style. More practical. Seeds are a premium crop, so price reflects that, but any interest?
What do you
Yeah, you know
wanna
what? Sure. Why not?
My sincerest thanks.
I never do that. I should be doing that. At least every once in a while. I should do like a garden-y thing. Just buy what I can.
All right then.
There's a tavern. I mean, I also want to like stock up on ingredients.
Hello there.
Any special ingredients here? Yes. Grab 5 of these.
Beg pardon? Hey, the stuff.
Water. Sugar. Alright. We're good on those.
How grand.
Meow.
How grand.
How grand?
Beg pardon?
Here's more. How's it going, more?
Now what am I to do?
Oi.
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a chief. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mastari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Etria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mastari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
they've got food and booze here too.
Food and booze.
It's so much
What else
cooler,
do you need?
which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
Food, booze, and no bugs. That's, I mean, that's the lap of luxury. And also, this really does look
Imitation of the
luxurious
iron
as
spring
shit.
here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
Oh, Stroll.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
That does sound like Luis.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Join his personal guard?
We join his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
The real lance is overflowing with Magla. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
Attack from a distance?
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance?
That's a... like... That just feels like such a terrible idea, because if we miss... Or if he get, like... Then he has it! What the... What?
Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
This is adorable, by the way, this little fucking...
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
I don't know how I feel about Lincolning this motherfucker.
Luis would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Oh, Stroll.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
My heart.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
All right.
All right. I'll do it.
Thanks. We owe you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
That's a Heisman. Okay, could I be a part of this too?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
I mean, I'm down. I'm ready. I can't wait to see how this goes wrong. So, I know there's a lot weighing on your mind right now, but let's just try and get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. Yeah? The fact that the lance passed muster is a testament to Nuris's skill. Sometimes the man can achieve truly amazing things. Even now, he's holed up in the runner, working away. Tuning something or other with the usual vigor, I don't doubt. He has his quirks, to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he's a great credit to our endeavors. That was my first time seeing snow, and it was so cold I shivered. What a sensation. Oh right, Juna's going to meet up with us later tonight because she's got so many things planned to do behind the scenes. Sky, you go ahead and rest up. You've got a big role to play tomorrow yourself, after all. So this is Altabury, huh? Colder climes. Climes? Is that short for climates? I've never seen climates abbreviated. Colder climes tend to inspire stronger drinks among its people. But all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trounced Luis, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Luis will show his face, and with the real lance, we'll... Don't worry. I am prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. Agreed. Will he, though? Oh yeah, you know what I never did? I never checked out this weapon that I got from Heisme. It's for the thief lineage, so I can't really use it right now. But let me just... Hey Heisme, thanks for the sword. Here, I'm gonna give it back to you. Oh, it is MP recovery. Okay. That's cool. Normal attacks become almighty affinity? God damn, that's pretty good. Alright, I want to put him back on Gunner.
Reel and run, but my shots will fly true.
And then what level do I need? Or do I need the advanced Gunner? I can't remember. Sniper, yeah. So I need to max out Gunner and then get Sniper to 10 before I can even touch this. Then I also need to get Master Assassin. Heisme's got some work to do. Hulkenberg, I haven't even unlocked these two yet. Stroll, I have. He still needs to Master Sword Master. Juna is... Yeah, it's easy peasy. Just need to master Masked Dancer. And also rank up her thing. Magic Seeker. Okay, oh dude, the fact that hers is green, I know I say it every time, but green. Green is cool. Green is the color of good. We all know this. This is non-negotiable information.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing.
One moment.
through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
Alright. I now have a fan pointed directly at my fucking PlayStation. Oh, PS5. You and your silliness. Yeah, even Fidelio is, like, obviously he was already suspicious, but, like, if he had this thought of, like, I didn't feel any magla in it, like, you're telling me Luis didn't have that same fucking thought? You're crazy.
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they... Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place?
Oh.
Equality? Or justice?
Dude, Basilio is... He's thinking.
This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
He's thinking. He's thinking thoughts.
Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on.
Who is that?
And the age of a new king.
Who be
draws
snitching?
nearer.
Who be snitching and who's getting snitches? Stitches. Fuck, I ruined the joke. I'm gonna eat a chicken nugget.
The Saints' Day festivities in Alderbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks.
That's really funny. Just...
But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history.
Now I'm curious, yeah, what did Forden get?
Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates?
I like.
Only the coming days will tell.
He's the one who set the whole thing up, so I kind of forgot. Like, yeah, I guess he would be participating in it.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Vorden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Ugh, what a douche.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I know things you don't know.
You know,
no.
I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius.
Oh, Grius.
Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Oh no. oh no.
Right.
We'll finally settle the score with Luis.
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll just be you and Yufa in there, so make sure you both are geared up for anything.
Oi.
Okay.
What now?
Let's take a look at me and Yufa then. I'm currently set on Wizard, which is not, yeah, I'm okay with that. Yufa is Summoner with some, like, I think I gave her the magic inherited skills. Like, yeah, I think I'm good. Strength magic. Huh. Sure. Tortoise Jumbo. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting in my own head. I just gotta go. Am I going the right way? I am.
Oh, God.
We're good.
Proper aces.
I'm not. I lied.
Yeah, amazing.
Hello there.
These people keep talking like right in my ear. It's very. It's freaky. It's right in your ear. I forgot to turn my lights on. Yeah. All right.
That's not what I expected.
Now that I've activated my own Orgia mode, I'm totally ready. And there's no way I can lose.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
How do I get in?
I'm chuffed.
Oh, I just go past people. Cool. Easy peasy. Oh, no, okay. As time comes, it'll be up to Juno to do something about the guards by the service entrance. Okay. So this is the front door. I suppose that makes sense, with all the people around. So don't mind me.
Well, hello.
Being very inconspicuous.
All right,
Where's the service door?
Indeed, 'tis not so.
Quite enough.
Oh, am I I have to, like, actually use my eyes and brain. That's not good. Back here?
Check this out.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Here's the service entrance. Juna's supposed to do something about the guards before the night of the performance. Want to wait till then? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna save. Whoop, right now. This exact moment. Save.
Now.
Save the game. I'm gonna take a bite of chicken nugget. And then I'm going in.
Well now, what are we on about?
You don't have any business with the service door, do you? Oh, I see. You were hoping to catch a glimpse of one of the celebrities, eh? Believe me, I'd love to meet Lady Juna myself. But security is very tight, you know. Don't you think they're putting vicious guard dogs backstage as a bit too much? They're being paranoid, if you ask me.
At last.
Juna should be able to take care of this guy easily. We should go get ready for tonight. Let's do it. I'm ready. Make sure your equipment is where you want it before we set out. I think I'm ready. Alright, and let's follow the plan and wait here. Ready as we'll ever be. Alright, the guards have left their post. Juna has done her job admirably.
Onward.
And she has unlocked the service entrance for us as well. Let us enter and remain unseen. Infiltration successful.
So...
This way should lead backstage. From there, we climb to the roof and atop the chandelier.
Yes.
I'm en route to the auditorium and just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers out somehow.
So?
Stroll and I will secure an exit route with all speed.
Yeah.
We split up from here. Let's all do our part and regroup. Good luck.
Let's go. All right.
This sucks. I know he knows. Let's start the operation. We need to get up on that chandelier and be in position before Juna finishes singing.
I'm sure of it.
And to get on that chandelier, we first need to reach the roof. That's right. Juna laid it out for us. We head backstage and we should be able to go up from there.
Time to go.
Understood. Let us be on our way then.
First?
Okay. Should be going to the back. Can I go in here or... No.
Ridiculous.
Just thought maybe there'd be like secret items or something. Mumble, mumble. Anything over here first? Gonna really scope out the area.
Look.
Here's the door leading backstage. We should be able to access the roof from in there. But what's up with this guy standing in front of the door and muttering something? Has something happened, do you think? Oh, bollocks. Did I drop it somewhere?
Hey!
Is something wrong? Oh no, it's just... seems I dropped my key somewhere, so now I can't open the door. And of all times, it has to be when we were busy beyond belief. I guess I'll just have to go get the spare. Well, that sounds like quite the inn. He left. Now we've got a locked door to deal with.
Actually...
That man works here, I suppose, and he dropped his key. So finding it will get our plan back on track. Let's scour the area.
So...
We might also ask the patrons about the key. In such a crowd, someone is bound to have seen it.
Then...
Not serious.
Have you seen a key?
My.
I heard from that roguish crier. Did you really go all the way to the pagan islands for a divine relic? This crier said you found something amazing on the island, but he's just spinning tall tales, isn't he? Or was there? Okay, that was unhelpful.
Speaking of which...
Heard the rumors about you. They say you killed the sea monster outside Brialhaven. Which means the head his eminence brought to the exhibition was fake. An Elda spitting in the church's face. You're an interesting fellow. Equally unhelpful.
Oh, the rejection to
I'm
undertake.
starving. I should have brought something to eat. Nothing to give her right now? Do we have to fucking feed her? What is happening?
Say,
Monk army seems to be on high alert today. They've even brought guard dogs along. Perhaps it is because Luis is here, but the royal magic would prevent any sort of assassination, would it not? So it seems. To you, I suppose. His Eminence Forden is, of course, a fine candidate, but it's Professor Julian, in the end, who's most fit to be king. He appeared to obtain a divine relic with no trouble at all, yet despite this, he remains unpopular. It's curious. I suppose it indicates just how unintelligent the masses truly are. Tragic. We need an enlightened ruler, as Professor Julian says. I mean, yeah, I suppose he would say that, wouldn't he? Like a string of some sort?
Honestly.
We maybe can't go around picking up every little thing while on a mission to assassinate an autocrat. Well, maybe it will prove useful. Let us hold on to it for the moment.
Why is this happening?
Lord Milo's participating in Saint's Day this year. Oh, how I've longed to gaze upon his divine features once more. My father told me to support his eminence, but I don't care what he says. My feelings for Lord Milo are a tide that cannot be stopped. Oh my god. Small gold tooth. A gold tooth? How did something like that end up on the floor? Our search is yielding more peculiar items than keys. Oh my god. Loveless, that puerile Parapus buffoon. He yet refrains from dropping out of the race. Parapus are a foolish tribe to begin with, but the longer that man remains, the bolder they'll grow. How irritating. Okay. Another item. Appears to be a silver necklace.
What's this?
Wow, that's a nice necklace. It might be important.
what if?
I imagine it belongs to someone around here.
What is it?
Do you have some business with me? I'll have you know that I'll not be swayed by an Elda candidate. I proudly support Rudolph in his vision of a Roussant rule. Besides, wouldn't you say there's something rather alluring about such a severe man? Okay.
That gives me an idea.
These divine relics are mostly junk, are they not? What strange people the pagans are, valuing things like that. They will surely see reason once His Eminence seals the relics away. Discarding those warped teachings and converting to sanctism is the only path.
What am I to do?
What rotten luck. My shoelace has to break now of all times. The Crown Theocracy officials have already gathered, but I can hardly tend to them with my shoelace like this.
I'm sure of it.
Picked up a string earlier, did we not? Perhaps you could make use of it. Handed over the leather string. Our motto is help all those in need, right?
Closure.
Huh? Use this? Well, I suppose it could be a shoelace replacement. Thank you. I wish I had a more proper reward for you, but I don't. Still, this cake's famous here, and tasty, I promise. Okay.
Yeah? Say that.
Yeah, really, like, this is... The tensions are so high, and yet we're doing the most mundane bullshit right now. This place has been absolutely littered with lost items today. I guess it's no surprise with all these people here. Got lots to do, so I can't go pick up each and every one. If you find something, it'd be a big help if you could return it to its owner.
Well, isn't that something?
Here's Eminence Forden has acquired a magnificent divine relic. With that, his victory is all but assured. Perhaps, but I've no doubt Luis has something up his sleeve. To achieve such success at his age, We can't count him out. You know that Elder counted it. What's one of Luis's dogs doing here? Master Godot's monk army is guarding the opera house, so don't go getting any funny ideas. So we still need to find whoever... I guess find whoever's missing the tooth and the necklace. The Saints' Day Festival is held once a year, on the day God descends to the monolith. A feast is held to welcome him, and we offer our most intimate prayers. This opera house was built specifically for Saints' Day, in fact. Now come, renounce your allegiance to Luis and pray with us. God even forgives filthy elders like you. Close your eye. No, I was gonna say you had me until the end. You didn't. Fuck you. I'm positively hideous without my tooth. This is a disaster.
That reminds me.
Didn't we pick up a gold tooth earlier? Can't imagine it belongs to anyone else.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my tooth! You spied my distress and sought to rectify it, didn't you? I'm saved! Now I can socialize without appearing to be some gap-toothed yokel. As thanks, take this key. I picked it up in the corridor earlier, but I couldn't risk telling the attendant. The gap in my teeth, can you imagine? You may get a reward if you return it. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'm fine now that my smile can shine. Ha ha ha.
Is this perhaps?
Hey, this is the key we've been looking for, yes? We found it. I feel like our rewards seem more like errands, but all's well that ends well, I guess. Let's go try this key out.
Yay, we've done it!
Interesting. Can I not give the... What about the other stuff? How long is it going to change? How long is it going to take to change? The play is going to start soon.
Actually...
Is something the matter? You seem rather troubled. That dancer won't leave the dressing room. I left my script in there. I need it back.
Yes?
This one? Oh?
What?
Again? Really, I'm sorry. I'm a bit occupied. I can't find my precious necklace. I've searched everywhere and I still can't find it. I suppose it's possible I dropped it in the hallway.
Say.
Have you seen a silver necklace? I lost it and it's really important to me.
What if...
The necklace we picked up. Perhaps it's theirs. Let's check with them. I handed over the silver necklace. Oh, this is it. You found it. Thank you so much. My beloved gave me this necklace. We're unable to see each other right now. In any case, I want to give you a reward. How about this? An exclusive preview of the Saints' Day play script. Okay. I handed over the theater script. You got it for me. I'm saved. I don't have much to give as thanks, but please take this. There's Leaf of Light. Okay, so there are rewards at the end of these. Like, we're in the middle of something. Focus. And I'm like, okay, but first... I hear... Damn, where did I drop it? Was there another item? I think I picked up all the lost items. I still have to give this lady her cake. 1 second, Gallica. She's hungry.
Action to undertake.
I'm starving. I've been so busy preparing, I haven't eaten since lunch. Why don't we give her that cake we just got? I think we'll be too focused on the mission to eat it anyways. Entered the Altabury cake.
Oh my.
Oh my, is this one of Altabury's famous confections? You'll give it to me? Well, I'll not spur your kindness. But before I eat, I must return the favor. Ah, I know. I found something earlier that might be amusing. Unopened love letter? Here, I think it's a love letter. I didn't open it, but perhaps some scandalous details await within. Teehee.
What would you care to do?
Oh my god, is this for this guy? How could I lose a precious letter like that?
If...
Perhaps he's referring to the letter we just received. Let's show it to him. Handed over the unopened love letter.
You've really helped me out of a jam.
You found my letter for me. I'm so relieved. I can't thank you enough. It's a marriage proposal. I wrote it for a certain woman, but truth be told, perhaps it's best I forget about it.
What?
Wait, you're not gonna give her the letter? Why? My family is newly of rank and supports Luis. She's a dancer at the opera and a follower of Sanctism. You see, don't you? As long as Forden and Luis are at odds, our marriage will never be allowed anyway.
Much gratitude to you.
I'm sorry, I rather went on too long. Truly, I'm grateful you returned it, so please, take this as thanks. I dream of the day I can give her this letter. I hope she waits for me until that day comes.
It's okay.
Okay, I was just thinking that, like, now we have even more reason to see this through. She's like, okay, we've helped them. Let's focus. Okay, Galaga. What is this, though? Is this, Herald's Banner? While in the front row, increases attack. Ooh. That seems like it'd be really good for, either Hulkenberg or Stroll. I use the rear entrance gate.
Yay, we've done it!
It is open. We can finally proceed.
Ready?
This goes backstage, where we should be able to reach the roof. Are you ready? I'm ready. Alright, let's take a peek inside. Quick, carefully, so we don't get caught.
Check this out.
Look at that curtain. We should be able to go backstage from there. And I guess it makes sense that there are guards. Not many of them, though. Could we just push through?
No.
It would be a great risk. If we draw attention here, we'll not shake it easily. You have a point. I wish we had a surefire plan for this.
What? What?
Why is it so dark all of a sudden? What the? What's happening? What's wrong with the lights? Could happen at a worse time. We can't have this ruining the Saints' Day festivities.
So apparently...
That takes care of that.
What?
Stroll? So the lights. I asked Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dark forever, so get moving while you can.
That was a great help.
Thank you.
Got it?
Once the exit route is secured, Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Sky.
Let's go.
Let's sneak through while the lights are out. Follow me.
The future is uncertain.
What? The backstage passage lights are out.
That is...
Yes, it was just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but we can't figure out how it happened. Either a simple accident, or... I believe I charged you with the security of the venue. I presume everything is in order. Rest assured, Your Eminence. I will have it investigated immediately.
Understood?
Increase security. Call in the reserves, too. We can't be too careful. Not even the rats get through.
Yes.
Yes, sir. As you wish.
Good grief.
Your hair's getting a bit thick in here. The bigwigs seem to have a lot on their hands keeping order.
Now then.
Well, I suppose that's my cue. Okay. What's his game? And now, at long last, we come to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
Gathered here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic, and my PlayStation died. I guess not even the fan directly on it was enough to cool it down. Well, this is awkward. Well, I guess I'm, you know. I don't have a plan for this. I don't have like a... I don't have a contingency for this situation. I guess I'm done. What a shitty way for this to end. Like in the middle of a fucking mission. This is a big mission. What the fuck? Huh. I guess wait for it to cool down. I don't know. It didn't feel that hot. I like felt it. It was fine. What? Guess the insides were melting. I don't fucking. I clean it regularly. I do my maintenance. I keep it tidy, dust it out. I do my best. Yeah, I guess just fuck me then, right? I guess I just call it a day. Lame, very lame, but that's just what happened, I guess. I could continue to babble for a while, but that I don't think anybody wants that. Maybe they do. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go though. I guess here. Oh, there it is. Whoops. Oh boy. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go away now. Bye. Guess we'll try again on Thursday or Tuesday. Tuesday? I remember days. I'll try again next time and hope that my PlayStation decides to not be a fucking baby. PlayStation stop being a quitter. My PlayStation's a quitter. Alright, I'm leaving now. Goodbye.